What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Bowling Guru here, bringing you another matchup. This one is in the Madden Champs Gentlemen's League versus my good friend BTG, BigTimeGarcia86. My San Francisco 49ers versus his New York Football Jets. This one was one of those games where it was a lot of crazy shit happening. As you can see, opening kickoff, I elected to kick it off right down the middle, and he takes the opening kickoff back for 6. I gotta tell y'all right from the rip, it was one of those things where I'm like, man, this is gonna be a bullshit game. But it is what it is. I figured I would, just come out. Me and BTG have played quite a few games. I think he won one in Madden 12, so I kick his ass on a regular basis. I told him before this game I was going to kick his ass. No need to do nothing different. Continue to kick his ass, and all things will be fine. But this was one where I started out in a little bit of a hole, and BTG, I guess he's been practicing. I don't know if it's been that, or if he's been in the lab, or just playing with other people, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just becoming a little more predictable or something. But he gave me a little bit of problems this game, and it took me quite a little while, to be honest, to really figure out what the fuck I wanted to do and how to attack his defense. As you see, I marched down the field a little bit, got to the 50-yard line and throw a pick. So it was like, man, again, one of these fucking games. So I don't think this game really got under control one way or the other. I mean, it was a back and forth kind of thing. I don't think it really got under control until the fourth quarter. It was one of those back and forth seesaw type games. I'm sure y'all gonna enjoy it. I can tell you that. So, in the meantime, so let's get on. Y'all know, normally I try to bring something a little interesting to the table. So, I think what I'm going to talk about at this point, hey, look at that. I was able to get a pick back, save myself from being down 14-0. But this time I think I want to talk about something that's a little bit I guess I'll just say maybe a little bit of news. It's been one of those things. This has been an interesting past few months for me. You know what I mean? You guys all know I'm in the Nojo League. I was part of the TS4L League. Big shout outs to Duruff, the Nojo League guys as well. My man Kilo, he had a little I guess you'll call it a tester league. He had gotten some interesting sliders from one of my friends, Hawaiian Buddha, and he had a little, I mean, you can't take it a serious league because it was sliders and they were kind of weird. I mean, that's the best way to put it. It was you couldn't catch interceptions. I mean, you could throw shit right at the corner wide open, and you know what I mean, you had I'd say a less than 50% chance of catching a pick. But so I've kind of spread myself real thin when it comes to leagues this year, just trying different stuff. I'm in a league also, Football Outsiders League, hosted by the dude Speed Egg. Big shout outs to him as well, over on Madden Students website. But when it comes to league play, I don't know, I think I really want to try to get some feedback from you guys. I think I'm gonna post this video on multiple sites and stuff. But when it comes to league play, I think that when it comes to the rules of certain leagues, it's hard to police every single aspect of a game. You know what I mean? I've seen leagues for example, my buddy Duruff's league, TS4L, and don't take this the wrong way, guys. Duruff does a great job running that league. I'm definitely not taking anything away from him. I'm not saying this in a detrimental way at all. But Duruff has, when I tell y'all, a shit ton of rules, there are a shit ton of rules in TS4L. Now, one of the things that, is actually a really good thing is Duruff does an excellent job recruiting. So, he's got a strike policy. I think it's a 3-strike thing. You can make a mistake one time. All right, cool. He'll let it slide. Make a mistake. God damn, speaking of making mistakes, how about that? Throw a pick. Finally in a good position to, try to maybe take the lead, throw a pick. But anyway, so that's Duruff's thing. You can make a mistake one time. All right, no harm, no foul. You get a strike. He makes you aware of it and you move forward. But if you can't continue to use the "oh, I didn't know" kind of mindset when it comes to leagues, or league rules, I should say. Well, the reason I bring that up is sometimes your rules can influence other things. Like, all right, we all understand gameplay rules. For example, a lot of leagues I'm in are sim leagues. So there's like, you aren't allowed to like run A gap blitzes, or you aren't allowed to put, certain players can only play their natural roster positions, things like that. So, you know what I mean? You're never going to see Vernon Davis at fullback and, I don't know, Michael Crabtree at tight end. So, boy, oh boy, I was just throwing picks galore this fucking game. Look at this shit right before the half. 14-3. God damn it. Anyway, so, that's what I was getting into. The whole leagues thing. So, when you have rules that are gameplay based, all right, cool. That's fine and dandy. You can kind of understand and know where that's at. It's other types rules, the rules that are, as far as like sportsmanship. Okay, let's say you're in the game with somebody. Jesus Christ, I had dropped. I'm sorry. I'm watching this game, getting frustrated all over again. But you have stuff like sportsmanship rules. Like, okay, nobody wants to get blown out. We all understand that. I'm sure there's not a single person that's going to watch this video that has never, been on the wrong end of a blowout. But, sometimes you kind of just got to let people play. Like, you know what I mean? This late in the Madden year, you figure it's what, May now? Madden 14 or Madden 25, whichever name you choose to call it by, will be out shortly. Just a couple of months away. So this late in the year, I mean, yeah, you still want to have your gameplay rules, but sportsmanship rules, I think at this point, you kind of got to loosen them up a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't have to abandon them totally, but I think they should be loosened up. So moving forward, like, I think where you have to kind of draw the line in the sand is, if your opponent is upset about, the end of the game score or something like that, then I think, this late in the Madden year, you guys kind of it's kind of like, grow a pair and get over it. For real, it's kind of how I feel about the situation. But that's something that you shouldn't be penalized for as a player. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, send it to a PM. You know what I mean? Offer an apology if your opponent feels it was unsportsmanlike or whatever. But that's as far as I can go with it. So other than that, I mean, that's really how I feel about the rules, or I should say sportsmanship rules, this late into the year. I try to always bring something to the videos other than just, watch this game and break down the game film. My last video, my week 7 video in the Nojo Sports Redraft League, had a dual com with my buddy Kilo. All I'm gonna say is, it created a lot of controversy. I'm gonna just say that. It resulted in my whole thread getting deleted on the Nojo site, whatever. To each their own. As far as I'm concerned, at this point, you know what I'm saying? I've kind of talked to a few people, got some outside opinions, got some inside opinions as well. And, it's just like this, sometimes you just got to let shit be. You know what I mean? The dude headstrong, I mean, I'll just say this. He runs shit the way he want to run shit. And, I guess when you run shit, that's exactly what running shit entails. You know what I mean? Doing shit the way you want to do it, and pretty much telling motherfuckers, like, if you don't like the rules, oh well, then if you don't like it, then get out. Like, you know what I mean? One of those things. So whatever, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep making my videos, keep playing the game. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there we go. So finally getting back in the mix. I think it's the fourth quarter now, though. Had to go for 2 here, make it a 3-point game. Damn, this was a good ass game. But so that being said, it is what it is. I'm going to just say, you know what I mean, for those of you that were tuning in to kind of witness some of the controversy and stuff, I hate to disappoint you, because, if something pisses me off, or, I don't know, I got something to say, as you guys have already seen. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. Like, you know what I mean? But I do have a bit of an affinity for the Nojo site based on the nostalgia. Here we have Michael Kendricks. Thanks, Riddick. Check out the dude Riddick's YouTube page as well. I think his YouTube name is Richard Riddick or some shit like that. But either way, check out his page. He's one of the few players in a couple of the leagues that I'm in. He's got some pretty good skills. And I said thank you, Riddick, because in this league, he and we made a trade. I traded some offensive lineman and Aldon Smith for. I got a lot of players back. I know people probably heard Aldon Smith and creamed, but I got a lot of players back. I got Jeremy Maclin, DRC, Michael Kendricks. I think like a first, a second, and a tight end or something like that. Like I got a lot for Aldon and my I think it was like my left guard or something like that. So, I said thank you because as you saw, Michael Kendricks, he was able to grab that pick there. Which, pick 6, that put me up, you know what I mean? So here I was able to run it in, get myself a nice comfortable lead now, you know what I mean? And as you guys see, one of the things that working with Kilo, a lot of times we run lab games, and I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know if Kilo knows this or not. I hope he don't get mad. But sometimes it's frustrating running lab games with him because it normally turns into, getting blown out while trying to learn something, but then being frustrated that you're getting blown out. That's just my personality. Obviously, we always all want to win. So, but yeah, he's kind of told me, like, one of my issues is, like, I'll stray away from a game plan or I'll panic and become one-dimensional. So, it was good to actually have my defense step up. I know that's kind of, I guess, a little bit of irony, or I'm not really sure if it'll be irony, but whatever. When you got the 49ers, your defense should step up. But, I got the league version of the 49ers. I made some changes. So here we got some of the stats. I think I did really well on offense. Dominated time and possession too. Colin Kaepernick with the 62.5 quarterback rating because of them 3 fucking picks, man. So, but he made up for it with the 3 rushes for 42 yards. This part here, I just wanted to take a second in the video and highlight. Look at this shit, man. This is hilarious. I think I had like 7 drops. So, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to get my videos up, trying to get at least one per, I'll say every like 3 days or so. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Bowling Guru signing out. Madden Champs TV.